This is Group 27, and my name is Justin Poole.
My name is Josh Kaluta.
I'm Matthew Whalen.
And I'm Jonathan Lee.
I'm Justin Poole, and I'm going to discuss what I have done for the project management plan up to this point. So far, I've worked on the introduction for the project management plan, and then also the work breakdown structure. With the introduction, that goes back to our charter, detailing the fact that we got our project from Shell's Deepwater Completions Group, and that they asked of us to look at the different methods of perforation cleanout and trying to discover the best method when you look at all the different ways, such as underbalanced, overbalanced, back surging, or using propellant sleeves. So we're going to look into that, and we're going to try and come up with the best situation for Shell's engineers so they could plan future wells accordingly. The other thing I worked on was the work breakdown structure, as you could see on the screen, and it is currently being worked on. Although initially we did not know a good starting point and began working on multiple areas of the project management plan, the work breakdown structure organizes all the tasks that need to be completed and the order it needs to happen. The work breakdown structure gives a very broad scope of what needs to be accomplished and in what order. The work breakdown structure dictionary will help to clearly define each of these tasks, and the schedule baseline provides a reference point for managing project progress as it pertains to the schedule and timeline. These documents help to ensure the project stays on task and does not stall or start straying away from the original intent.
Hello, my name is Josh Kaluta. Today I'm going to be talking to you about the project management approach and our group's milestones. So this is a year-long project consisting of 4 members and 1 mentor, also a number of different stakeholders. So we will be using the project management plan, and we have been using it to organize and to complete our final project. Each member has been given sections of this project management plan, and we've been given timelines in which we need to complete those. This is to ensure that everything goes on according to schedule. So we have been having weekly meetings, and at these weekly meetings we report our group's progress. Each member reports on the current standings of his project management plan that he's been given. This is to ensure that no particular group member is falling behind. Each member must attend. We all attend and discuss the overall project standings that we're sitting at right now, and to see if everything's going according to schedule. We also hold conference calls about every other week with our mentor for any advice that he may have for us, and also to keep him informed on the project standings. Each week we assign new action items to each member, and we assign a time period in which that action item must be completed. Our group mentor, he provides us with the data that we need and advice. He works for Shell, and he's more than equipped to give us the proper data we're looking for. We also have a number of different stakeholders that we can reach out and contact if we need any other advice or help. So our milestones, we've set a number of different milestones, such as our progress presentation report, which is due on October 13th. We've done our project management plan group progress meetings and finalizing meetings to make sure everything goes according to schedule, and our project management plan submissions and final project dates. These can all be seen clearly and precisely in our project management plan document. Thank you.
I'm Matthew Whalen, and today I'll be talking to you about the communication management plan. To begin, all projects need successful communication to achieve their goals. Without it, group members will be disorganized and the project will fail miserably. So we acted fast in the beginning to ensure we had reliable communications with each other through email, a Google Drive document, and phone numbers. Every day we communicate with our team to ensure that we're all progressing and working on the project, and we send weekly email updates to our sponsor along with conference calls to ensure that we are using the data, we can receive the data, and we are all prepared. In addition to this, we also we do the weekly meetings in which we all come together to exchange ideas freely, and we vote on where we think the team should go next and our goals. This has allowed us to be very well thought out, well expressed, and allows us to progress and be in line with our goals to finish on time. Our cost management plan is a very important aspect of this project. We need to keep it in line to ensure that our project doesn't get out of budget and then become unable for us to actually finish it. We will handle it by all working together as a team and explaining what we are trying to do next. We will go through, see if we have any software we've tried to download or any SPE articles in which we're looking for information on our project. And we will see if we have any expenses that we might expect to incur, or if we can somehow avoid these expenses if possible. So far, we've done an excellent job of finding free online information and free software to achieve our project, such as creating these videos and working on the deliverables we have completed so far. We are expecting some expenses to appear in the future. However, we will all have expected to put in some money, that we pool each expenses that come on, and any major expenses we will consult with our project manager before we make a decision on them. And it's important that we keep our project manager in the loop on these business decisions, as he is supervising our project, and he should be updated weekly.
My name is Jonathan Lee, and I will be talking to you all today about the scope management plan. I've broken it down into 5 steps in order for us to make sure we maintain our scope and on the right path. First was collecting the requirements, which was what we did in the project charter. We listed all the requirements that we needed to do and our main objectives we were trying to achieve. We turned that in a few weeks ago, and we're just kind of continuing on with that process. The second was defining our scope, which you heard about earlier from Justin, which entails mainly just preparation, clean out, and the different methods to go along with that. Third is creating a work breakdown schedule, and that helps us to stay on track and to make sure we meet all the different timelines. And the last 2 are verifying the scope and controlling the scope, and those kind of are mainly the same ideas. It just entails changes that we may bring to the scope and which may be necessary to improve our project. Each person in the group has the authority to bring up a change, and then we'll all discuss it within one another, and then we'll try to bring it to our project mentor to see how he thinks the project would go along with that change. As well as the 5 steps, I have created a roles and responsibility chart, which you can see in our project management plan, and that just kind of further breaks down each of the roles of each team member, so they can just easily identify what they're trying to do. We have a few roles on there now, responsibilities, and then as we continue on with the project, we will add more. And then lastly, we have our schedule control, which was talked about a little earlier, how we have weekly meetings, and at those meetings we just kind of identify what has been done and what we will do, and we'll continue to do that in order to maintain a proper schedule.